Hello, welcome to College Algebra Online here at the NICC Calmer campus for the spring 2019 semester. My name is Nathan Quarter. I will be your instructor online this spring. You can please call me Nate. I'm perfectly okay with that. I look forward to working with all of you this spring online. This is the second time that I've taught the online section of college algebra, so I'm really looking forward to doing it again. Last semester went really well for the first time, and I haven't really changed a lot from what I did last semester. So if I feel like if it's not broken, then let's not try to fix it. I'll give you a little information about myself. Like I said, my name is Nate. I'm based out of the Kalmar campus. My office is 112 Max Clark Hall. So if you're in the Kalmar area or on the campus in Kalmar and you want to come find me, again, I'm in Max Clark Hall, 112. I've been at NICC now for about 8 years. So I started here in 2011. I teach physics and half a dozen different sections of math, including college algebra. I also teach environmental science and the lab that goes along with that. And you know, in the 8 or so years that I've been here, they've asked me to teach a few other things too. I taught some wind turbine class courses. I've taught some stuff for the electrical program, and so I'm kind of a jack of all trades, if you want to think of it that way. I teach a lot of different stuff, and I like that, and it keeps me fresh. I live in Decorah. I was recently engaged. I don't have any pets. Don't have any kids. When I'm not teaching, I do like to get outside as much as I possibly can. I kind of fell off of that a little bit the last year. I didn't get on my bicycle quite as much as I'd like to, but I will do better here in 2019. I'm also a graduate student at the University of Iowa, so I'm working on a PhD right now in science education. When I'm done with all that, I'll be a 3-time Hawkeye. So I did my bachelor's degree from Iowa in physics and astronomy. I took a couple of years off to go back to do a master's degree in civil and environmental engineering. When I couldn't find the engineering job that I thought I wanted, I took a job here at NICC in Kalmar, and I've been here ever since. So I started back to school to do my doctoral program in 2014. And I'm in the last year now, so I'll be doing my dissertation work this year and hope to be finished with all of that by December of 2019. So that's my goal. I grew up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm not from Iowa originally, but I've spent most of my life here. So that's a little bit about me. You're all going to get a chance to introduce yourselves to me and to your classmates here in a little bit, and I'll talk you through how you'll get all that set up here in just a little bit. But again, that's me. Again, this is College Algebra. It's an online section. I'm on the Brightspace page for this course right now. If you read through the emails that I've sent out for the last couple of days, you'll read that we're not going to be using Brightspace for this class a ton. It is an online class, but most of the stuff that you'll be doing online will not be happening within Brightspace. Will be happening in a different page, and I'll talk you through how to get that in just a second. But within Brightspace, you'll want to use Brightspace to access your grades. You'll want to use Brightspace to keep up on any discussions that might be happening. There won't be a lot of that, but if there are discussions, they'll be happening in here on Brightspace. And one of the first discussions that you'll do will be an introduction. And so at some point, I'd like you to introduce yourself, kind of just like I did in the video. You don't need to do a video if you don't like. You can type that up. But in the discussion forum here within Brightspace, sometime in the first week or so, please come in here and talk to us a little bit about who you are. And so try to answer these bullet points here, and please do that in the discussion board, just so we kind of know who you are and where you're from and what program you're in and those kind of things. Like I said, the other thing that Brightspace will be used for a lot is going to be for the grades, and so you can access the grades in here once those things start coming in. And I will also include a link to the syllabus. So there's the syllabus from last semester is in here, and so I'll change that. But outside of that, you won't be using Brightspace a ton this semester. The page that you will be using a lot is this page right here. And so I'm going to go to the course home. Actually, I'll show you how I navigated to that. And so if you open up an email that I sent you earlier this week, you will see in here attached this sort of student registration instructions. And so if you click on that student registration instructions, this will take you to the page. Oh, that's not good. This will take you to the page. Oh, that's not good either. All right, I will get those links updated so that those look a little bit clearer, and I'll link everybody up to the place that you'll be going. But I'm going to do it this way instead. The platform that you're going to be using is called Pearson MyLab and Mastering is the URL that you'll go to, and I will email everybody with a link to that because it looks like the links in that document don't appear to be working. And so I'll send you a link to this page, and then you'll want to follow the instructions on this handout once you get to the page to get yourself logged in and registered for the course. And so follow the instructions on this page here. Again, I'll get these links updated so that they work. But once you get your password purchased from the bookstore and you've navigated yourself over to this page, then you'll get signed in and logged in, and that's when you can start to participate in the course. And so the course is MAT120, spring 2019. It looks like we have had one person successfully enroll, so congratulations to you. And I expect that we'll get the other 8 people or so signed up there in the next few days. And then I'm going to look at this from the student view just so that it looks more like what you'll see when you're signed in. And so within the Pearson platform, this is again where all of your coursework will be done. You'll be able to access things like assignments, exams, the textbook, etc. And so you'll see that nothing's really available here in this week. But once you get into next week, homework 1 will be available on Monday. Homework 2 will be available on Wednesday, and then homework 1 will be due on that Friday. And so this calendar ribbon here will be something that you'll want to use. You'll also be able to come down in here to course tools. Oops, that's a teacher thing, not a student thing. But you'll be able to access your homework and your assignments over on this panel. And then the other thing that's going to be useful for you on the Pearson side of things here will be the e-textbook. And so if you click on e-text, it will take you to a digital version of this textbook right here. So this is the book that we'll use, but you don't need to buy a copy of this book. You have a copy of it when you buy your password to get into the Pearson page. And then you got a digital copy of the book that you can read from your laptop, from your computer, from your phone, I think. And then this is a table of contents, and you can kind of start flipping through here. So for the first week or so, we'll be playing with this just-in-time review chapter, and we'll be going through most of that. And so my expectation would be that, you know, when you're ready to start participating, figure out what section we're in for that particular day or that particular week, read those relevant sections out of the textbook, and then you can come back and you can do the homework on this side of things. And so Pearson's MyLab math platform is what we'll be doing most of our work in. And again, the steps to get involved or to get enrolled in there are going to be in an email that I sent you earlier this week. So that's the e-textbook, and that's the course website. The other thing that I mentioned in an email is that you're not going to be required to buy a graphing calculator for this course. And so there's a lot of online graphing tools that we can use. Desmos is one. And so I don't need you to go out and buy an expensive calculator for this class because there's free stuff online. So don't buy a calculator if you want to save money. And then the other thing that I want to show you while I have some time left here is the syllabus for the course. And so I have emailed everybody with a copy of the syllabus. I'm not going to go through all of this in detail because I think that you're able to read a lot of this on your own, but just some relevant stuff for you that you may need in terms of getting a hold of me. So my instructor information is right here at the top of the syllabus. Talked about my office. My phone number here on campus is extension 264, but emailing is really the best way to get in touch with me. And if you're on campus or if you want to reach me by phone, know where I'm at, 11:30 to 12:30, Monday through Thursdays. That's probably a little wiggle room on either side of that, so 11 to 12:30 or so, probably doable. But you could reach me by email or by phone during this window of time. I'll be right here in my office on the campus in Kalmar, and so it's an online class, so chances are most of you probably won't take advantage of those office hours because you can reach me by email all the time. But if you're on campus or you want to track me down somehow physically, this is where I'm going to be Monday through Thursday. And then, I'm not going to go through a lot of this stuff here. This is the link that will take you to the course page, and this is the link that will take you to that set of instructions that will kind of walk you through how to get registered. You will need to purchase a password from the bookstore in order to get started. And so until you have that password in hand, you won't be able to do much. The grading scale, pretty standard. How do you get graded in this class? It's really all going to be based on homework and exams. And so there's going to be 21 homework assignments. They're each worth 3 points. There's 7 exams that are each worth 10 points. Probably drop below homework score. And so you're looking at about 120 to 130 points or so that you can earn this semester. And I use the grading scale that you see down here. So that's all there for you to take a look at. I'm only got a couple minutes left before my clock's going to run out here. And so the other stuff I wanted to show you is the calendar. So this kind of walks you through week by week what we're going to be doing in the textbook. These are the sections that you'll be responsible for. And you can see on here when the exams will be happening. So like exam 1, which will just cover the just-in-time review material, that's going to be happening sometime during this week of January 28th through February 3rd. And then you can kind of see how we go down the list there. So I would encourage you to get your head wrapped around this calendar so that you know when and what is happening. So do have a look at the calendar. And then I added also a more detailed kind of list of here are the homework assignments and here are the exams, and this is when they'll be available, and this is when they'll be due, and this is how many points each one of those are worth. And so homework 1 will be available on Monday the 14th, the day class starts. It'll be due on the 18th. Homework 2 will be available on the 16th and be due on the 20th. So you can see there's a little bit of overlap in there. Homework 3 will be available on the 21st, due on the 27th. Homework 4, I'm not going to go through all these. Homework 4 will be available on the 28th, due on the 1st. And then exam 1 will be available on January 30th and will be due on February 3rd. And so you've got a 3 or 4 day window to kind of get these assignments started and completed. Usually there will be a little bit of overlap, and it'll be up to you kind of as a self-guided, self-paced approach to get these assignments done in the window that we have assigned there. And so that's what I'm going to probably stop there. I've only got a couple minutes left on the timer here. Again, my name is Nate. This is College Algebra Online, Spring 2019. I hope you're able to get in to the Pearson platform, get a password purchased, get registered for the course, and start participating on Monday the 14th. Not going to be a lot of lecturing or direction from me. I'm going to leave it up to you largely to get started on the assignments, to get your head wrapped around the readings, and to get the assignments done in a way that you're happy. You'll always have about 30 to 40 minutes to complete all the homeworks. Always have 2 hours to complete the exams. You'll have, I think, up to 2 to 3 attempts to do each one of those. And so if you do lousy on the first attempt, you could come back and try it again, get the better score. But I'm not going to be doing a lot of lecturing. I'm not going to be doing a lot of stuff at the board. It's really going to be kind of up to you to go in, figure out what material you know, figure out what material you need more help with, and then reach out to me to ask questions through email or through telephone. So that's kind of going to be the nature of the class. I'll be back in touch with everybody early next week through email just to make sure that everybody's getting where they need to go and getting passwords found and get websites bookmarked and those kind of things. So again, I'm really looking forward to working with everybody online this spring. My name's Nate, and I look forward to hearing from you through email and through telephone. And again, check back here next week, next Monday at start of class. I'll have another set of announcements. All right, you all take care. Good luck. Looking forward to working with you, and we'll talk and see you all soon.